Grand Rising Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, comments, generous donations, super chat, super thanks, the hypes, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's ring the bell. Let's go ahead and clear out this energy, and then we'll see what the message the Spirit has for us this morning. Hey, J Mike. Someone is like kind of surprised that you are as far as you are. Like how like the last time they really interacted with you, you was just on your way, but you hadn't like crossed a threshold or something. But now it seems like you've crossed a threshold that they said that you would never cross, and you're way past that, and they're shocked. They can't stop looking at you. They want to reach out, but you know what? Spirit said, leave them alone. I just keep hearing, you've done enough. Haven't you done enough? Like in that type of tone. Haven't you done enough? Like for for someone in the collective, Spirit is not allowing someone who, you know, uh, didn't support you to reach out now. Like there's that Mike Jones song, first you didn't know me, now you want to be up on me. That type of energy. Hey Marsha, hey Noni, hey Lies Never Stuck. Hi, the soul archetype. First you didn't know me, now you want to be all up on me. That's the energy that I'm feeling. Bottom of the deck, the Three of Pentacles. Maybe they're watching you work with someone, or you've joined a particular group or something, but a judgment call was made, or they're watching you obtain something. A judgment call was made, and now it's like this person is feeling it, especially since you walked away. It's like they never thought that maybe you have a company. They never thought that you would get this far. They never thought that you would rise, keep rising to the top, that you would rise to the top. Yeah. And not only are you rising to the top, but you're very happy and you look good doing it. Your money's great. You look like your wishes are coming true. They know that everything is happening for you. Hey, Red Violet. Hey, Marcia. Hi, Oracle Knowledge. Yes, and you know what? Spirit is guiding you. Like I said, this person is watching you. It's like I said, you may be the head of a company or something, and this person is watching you become a star. They're watching all your wishes come true. Like you just took a leap of faith. You decided that it was time for you to put some faith in you, to just do it. And the whole time, like I said, someone never thought that, actually they secretly hoped that you wouldn't ever make this a certain transition, or get past a certain thing. Like I said, reach a certain threshold. It's almost like this person, it's like they acted like they supported you, but they really didn't support you. What they did was they would try to say little things to try and tear you down. Like they were trying to make it so that you didn't really feel that confidence within self. Hey, spooky little girl. Yeah, it's like you know what, you did it. You just went ahead and did it. It's almost like all of a sudden you started receiving things, whether it's almost like somebody was just putting things in your pocket all of a sudden, and you was the one who went out there and made it happen. Like you didn't even think about it. You just said you woke up one day and you said, I'm gonna do this, and you just went ahead and did it. And it's a shock. It's a shock to this person because people were talking about it. You know, people are really discussing this, whatever it is that you're doing. You was always that type of person whenever you was young that you was always going to boss up. And somebody always knew you was destined to be the one. You always had that boss energy. You always took control. If there was a gathering or something, you was always okay. I'll do this. I'm gonna do that. You was the one who. Let's just say that it was a family gathering or something. Whether it's something, a birthday party, but you was always the one that said, okay, you know what? All right, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna cook, but I need you to cut up the onions. Can you do me a favor? Can you go to the grocery store and get this? All right, I'm gonna do this and oh, can you get those pots and pans so I can get every. It's like you was the one to always take control of the situation. Oh, let me call this my friend. He's a DJ. Let me do this. Oh, you know what? A friend of mine has a place that we could rent out, that we could throw this party. I'm gonna go and let me make the invitations. You was always that boss energy that took control of things. And now it's like this person is watching you be very happy. And you know what? It's almost like something that you said or your plans, things that you had been saying all along, it's working out. Hey, baby Yoda, Picokin, how are you? Somebody's watching you not only work, but they're watching how much time you invest in your work, what you're doing to make it grow, and how you're even protecting your own energy. It's almost like you're not trying to do everything at one time. You're investing the time and the energy, and you're being methodical about it. You're planning things about what you want to do. It's almost like what you're saying or the way you say things, it's reaching not just near and far, but the message of what you're trying to accomplish is getting out. Hey, Rain C, how are you? Morning blessings to you too. Hey, K Hypsee. And like I said, somebody thought that you was going to need them or the group or whatever to be happy, but you're not. You're happy on your own. You're happy on your own and you're feeling delivered. Even though somebody was your hidden enemy, you were always able to separate yourself from that person or protect yourself or block that person, whatever they tried to do. And like this person didn't even think that you knew they was a hidden enemy, but they were. And so now you may have them on block. And this person wants to reach out, but they cannot because they know you know. And it's justice. This person is feeling the ramifications of their own actions. They wanted you to be overburdened. They wanted you to be stressed out. And they even put plans in place to have you feeling stressed out. But you know what? Everything that they thought was going to happen, it's not coming in like that. Nothing is happening the way that they thought it was going to happen. This person is now enlightened. That all the time, all the energy, all them not being honest with you, true to you, loyal to you, it's left them out in the cold. And they have nothing to show. Like I said, you came up with this idea and it's just been a hit. This is like your own little personal piggy bank. Something, you put your energy into, you put your love, your compassion, your what you feel. It's like whenever you're doing something and it's fun for you, it's exciting, you feel good about it. It's not like you have to go, oh damn, I gotta clock in and da 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 da. It's something that you enjoy doing, and you're good at it. It's almost like it's bringing you that happiness. It's bringing you victory. It has allowed, the thing that you're doing has allowed you to put an end to any type of misery that somebody wanted you to feel. You've been able to, just by doing this, you've actually been able to heal yourself. You have been able to heal yourself, confirmation, without feeling like you had to have somebody else there to talk it through, to work through it, to this, to that. No, you did it by yourself. And this person, they're watching you. They're watching you create. They're watching you be great. They're watching you do good. They're watching you prosper. They're watching you. Confirmation. Like I said, this person, they want to have some new beginning. They want to have some new start with you. They want to travel towards you. But you know what? I feel like this person has to get on their own grind to make themselves be great. Not just trying to come in to fuck your shit up. Hey, Melissa. It's like you're being abundant. And now this person is all in their feelings. Now they feel something. Now they see something. Now they understand something. Something that they didn't understand about you before. Something maybe they didn't see within you before. Whether it was your foresight, whether it was your drive, whether it was your worthiness, whether it was your responsibility, or whether it was just you destined to be great. This could have been somebody in your family that wanted to deny you. They wanted to cast you out. But now they want to come back towards you. They want to pour into you. They want to be there next to you because they know that the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. I'm telling you, this person is trying to think of ways that they can come back to you. They're trying to see, if there's going to be a time that's coming up, a perfect, that's going to be the perfect time for me to come back in. That's going to be the best time for me to say, hey, I'm here. Look, I'm right here. I'm Johnny on the spot for you now. But before, it was almost like, well, damn, where's everybody at? See, this person, they was not committing. They didn't want to commit. They didn't want to have your back. You didn't know what this person was going to do. Were they going to be there? Were they not going to be there? Were they going to come through like they said they was going to come through, or were they going to leave you hanging again? And this person is thinking about all of this. How many times they left you hanging? as they sit here and wish upon a star to, maybe I can go in and I can just kind of not really explain nothing, just kind of gloss some shit over and be like, yeah, I was, I don't know what I was thinking of. But see, this person knows that you know. And that may have been why you had to walk away, because this person refused to be balanced. They refused to think about, if I do this today, what's going to be the end result tomorrow? If I they refuse to think about your feelings too. When it came to your feelings, they put you all the way last. I mean, they had some beggars, some pimps, some hoes, some dead animals, and then it was you. They placed everybody else way above you. And now they see that everybody that they had placed above you was actually way beneath you. This person has got themselves in a certain situation. And they see that, you was always the one that was destined to be, the one that carried on the legacy. You was always destined to be the one that had the money. You was always destined to be the one that was going to be, I'm rich, bitch. They can see now that you're going to be something that they never thought that you was going to be. Hey, Touche. This is somebody who was a narcissist. A stone cold, evil-hearted narcissist. They only thought about themselves, what was good for them. They didn't care what happened to you. In fact, when things did happen to you, they was like, sound like a personal problem to me. Oh, damn. You got hit by a car? Hey, let you get off the phone. I gotta go take a shit. I mean, this is that type of person. No feelings, no compassion, no empathy. Didn't give a shit about you. They didn't start caring about you until that shit that they did to you started coming back on them. And then they sitting here thinking, damn, I did way too fucking much. I had love in my love right here and didn't even appreciate it at all. Hey, Touche. Hey, Robert. They had the best relationship with you had they put into you. Because it started off really good. It started off caring. But you know what? They allowed somebody else to get in the fucking middle. They allowed somebody else to come between you. And that was nothing that was your fault. That was them being weak. So that was their fault. You was always going to be the strong one because you started off as the strong one. In fact, you was talking to them about, hey, two's a couple, three's a crowd. And they like, you don't know so-and-so. But now they're thinking about so-and-so that you supposedly didn't know and thinking about how so-and-so put 10 swords in their back. Like I said, this person didn't start thinking about their bullshit until it happened to them. Now they sitting here feeling all alone, having to look at themselves, having to look at what they did to you, having to understand and realize that they are the ones that held back from you. They're the ones that, like I said, they placed everybody else above you and you to be the absolute worst, the absolute lowest. Like, didn't shit you ever do for them to assist them, be like, it was not good enough. Like, yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, they got out their bed at 2 a.m. and came and got me off the side of the road. And yeah, fuck them. Whenever nobody else was doing anything. Hell, they couldn't even get somebody to come help them out at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But you got up out your dead sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning, cold as a motherfucker outside, had to scrape your windows from the snow and the thick ass ice and let your car warm up, and you making sure that the car is nice and warm so that by the time you got to where that fucker was and picked them up, it was warm. You put the seat warmer on and everything. Had a blanket just in case they was cold while they was sitting there waiting for, and they didn't appreciate shit. Now this person is understanding, how strong you were, how loyal you were. Were being the key word. And they know they're the ones who caused the confusion. They're the ones who was fighting and arguing and not appreciating you. It wasn't the other way around. Now they can only sit back and watch you be great. Now they can only sit here and get themselves together, even if they want to be half the person that you are today. And by the time they get themselves together, you're going to be so much further. It's like this person is going to have to come to the realization that they really, in actuality, they will never really be able to reach up to you. Like they say, your arms is too short to box with God. Their arms are going to be way too short to eat confirmation, to even get on my level. What's the song? Can't get on my level. Get on my level. That's what I'm hearing. See, there was a whole lot of shit that this person held back from you. They held back important information that was meant for them to talk to you about. They held back, how just the realization, about, even if this is a family situation, things that they needed to share with you. They held back love from you. They held back appreciation because this person was a hidden enemy all along. Hey, Sonny. And yet this person is the one who thought in their own ignorance that you was going to be coming back. That you was going to be kind of seeing what's the best way. Maybe I could send them a note, send them a text message. Hey, just checking on you. I'm just praying for you. No, fuck that. You saw this person for the witch that they were. Hey, Wingseer. And now everybody is looking at this person as a narcissist. Everybody recognizes the signs. Everybody recognizes what a narcissist does and how a narcissist tries to act and control shit and make themselves look like the poor little victim. Oh, poor little narc. Somebody understands now that they was lying on you whenever they was acting like they had to take control of everything when they was never even in fucking control of themselves. Confirmation. Everybody sees that you always had that plan in place. You always had that goal. You always had that dream. You always knew who you were, and you always worked towards what you wanted to do. Like I said, this person, they thought they could, tell you that nice, nasty shit. Oh, cute shoes, but I would never wear them. That kind of backhanded compliment bullshit. But you kept treading along. You kept working on yourself. You silently treading along, silently protecting your own aura, your own heart, your own mind. You just, like I said, you had the discernment of spirits with that person. You kept just doing you. You kept your heart in the right place. Kept looking up to the Most High. Kept praying. Kept, meditating. And you remained in balance with yourself, regardless, despite what somebody else had to say about you, or had to think about you, or wanted you to think about your damn self. You had to recognize they ain't talking about me, because I ain't never did nothing to that motherfucker to cross them. You had to say, they talking about themselves. They ain't talking about collective. Because damn, did they forget? Did they forget the sacrifices that I made? And then this motherfucker, you was laid up in the hospital, breathing tube in, and the nurse is like, damn, we don't even know if they're going to make it. They was like, well, call me back if they don't make it. I guess I'll come pick up their shit. But God saw you through and you made it. And you remember this motherfucker didn't even come to visit you. This motherfucker act like they didn't even have a give a shit clue about you. Even whenever you was like in the hospital, you getting better, and the doctors is like, yeah, you're going to be able to be released tomorrow. You had to find somebody else to take you home, because this motherfucker didn't even give a shit. Even when you was at home, did you think that somebody came and said, hey, I made you some chicken pot pie, or I bought a pizza so I could make sure you eat, or I'm having some food delivered? And nope. You got a doctor's appointment? No. Nothing. Nada. Not one little bit. Hey, Lucky Libra. Hey, Create. Hey, LP0121. Nothing. They put a lot on you. Because they had plans to put a lot on you. But see, God had different plans for you. And that's the part they didn't see. God said, no, you had like fucked up. I put collective in this position, and I knew collective was going to make it through. But I had to put collective in this position so collective could see with their own eyes and process it with their own brain and their own heart that you was never going to come through. And now you want to come to collective and you want to have some little apology. You want to, because collective is stable and your shit is kind of fucked up. Now you want to come charging in. I'm riding on the horse. I'm coming to see you. I'm coming to get you. Let's talk. Let's have this, because now you see how abundant and how beautifully blessed collective is. Now you want to come through. Get your ass away from collective. Work on you. Work the fuck on you. And that's what Spirit said. Work on your own motherfucking ass. Leave my child alone. Haven't you done enough? You put everybody over my child. You even held back from my child when you were supposed to be giving to my child. Now that everything is going in their favor and shit ain't going right for you because you done came up with all these motherfucking games and curses and this and that and the other and all that other bullshit. Now you want to rush in. You want to give somebody their flowers. You want to apologize. Whereas you didn't even see them before. The fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck you think that you talking to? What's the message, Spirit? Wish a motherfucker would. Hey, Tracy. And this is justice. This is what your ass get. Because Spirit said you had an opportunity to come in and to make it right, but you chose not to do it. You chose not to take that opportunity when it was the perfect time. Spirit said, I tried to push your ass in the motherfucking door. And you like, no, don't make me go. No. So you didn't want to go? Don't go. But now that you see my collective is so worthy and sitting high on his or her throne, got their money together. Everybody is, and they looking like they need anybody. Now you want to come through. Isn't that convenient? Isn't that even kind of borderline cute? You know? Remember whenever you told collective, you need to get some help. Well, guess who the fuck is needing the help now? Somebody's starting to wake the fuck up. Somebody's seeing how they just did too fucking much. Somebody's seeing how there was no loyalty whatsoever. They couldn't have left you out in the cold any more than what they did. They chose to do everything else except show you some respect, show you some kindness, be loyal to you, get at least do for you as much or half as much or a quarter of as much or an eighth as much as you have done for them. Hey, Maserati, Aldo, how are you? What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Yep, exactly. But God. I know that's right, Sonny. I know that's right. That's on them, exactly. Yep. Now somebody can't stop looking at you enough. They can't stop looking at you enough, looking at you creating, looking at you at the top of your game. And now now everybody that you had to leave, they all fussing and fighting and arguing and scratching and kicking and biting and shit each other. Everybody kicking themselves because you know what? They should have been fighting for you as opposed to fighting against you. And they fought you. They fought you because they didn't want you to be seen as the one. That's why you had to take that leap of faith. That's why you did it on your own. Because you knew that, why am I listening to these motherfucking fools when they ain't got shit going on? And now somebody, like I said, now they are actually receiving some type of counseling to deal with their own burdens, because these were never your burdens. Confirmation. These were never your burdens. This was never your shit. This was never your anger. This was never your deceit. These were never your swords. This was never anything. All that shit that they put on you, that wasn't yours. That was theirs. You came to them with pure intentions, pure love, pure empathy, pure compassion. You helped them. You housed them. You wanted to share with them, but they didn't want to do that same thing with you. And now they having to deal with their own shit. They having to heal their heart. Now somebody's seeing how they should have poured into you because they had it. They just didn't want you to have it. And they understand why you got them blocked. They understand why they on the fucking outside trying to look in. Hell, they understand that you was the best thing for them, the best thing that they could have ever been fucking blessed with, the best. But instead, they felt like somebody else had something better. So they got themselves in this mess. And now they got to get themselves out. Because you ain't doing it. Spirit won't allow them within in your sphere. Everything that they thought they was gonna get, kabloom! That shit blew up in their fucking face. Cause they thought that they didn't have to do anything to help you or da da da. They was moving too fast, like they said. You moving too fast. They were so wrapped up into their own fucking ego. Oh Lord, have mercy. That ego was so big. They had to take a needle and pop their head just to walk through a motherfucking regular door. Now they sitting here thinking what was worth it? Was it worth it? Was it all worth it? And look what they lost. They didn't gain shit, but they lost it all. Confirmation. Didn't gain a damn thing, but you lost all of it. What's the message? What's the message? Yes, God will humble somebody quick. All because they was trying to impress who was on the outside of your relationship. Now they understand what it means when they say 2 is company, 3 is a motherfucking crowd. They don't feel so good now. Now I guess that ego is not that big. Now the ego don't sound like this. Now the ego sound like this. Hey, Christy. Hey, High Priestess. How are you? Thank you so very much. What's the message, Spirit? Like they say, be careful how you treat somebody else. Because there's always when it's your turn, how you going to feel? How you going to feel when it's your turn? What you going to do? You going to sit back and you going to think about, oh, damn, you know what? Damn, they treating me just like I treated collective. Fuck. That's whenever you realize how that shit feel. And the whole time, you kept your eye on the prize because you knew what it was you was planning on doing. You just kept looking toward the sky. You kept looking, you kept your eye on the sparrow. And look at that sparrow. Look what that sparrow has delivered to you now. Now this person understand your money is great. You got them blocked. You did it on your own, and you know the truth. This tape makes you the toughest, roughest motherfucker on the face of this earth, because now this person cannot say shit. They can't say a damn thing. They can't come in with no fucking excuses. Especially acting like you didn't even fucking exist. Like you wasn't even worthy of any assistance. Like you here, lick the bottom of my shoe. Like, is that how you treat another person, a human? Is that how you act as a child of God? Is that how you act as a child of the Most High? Because if it is, who is your God? Because it ain't the same God, the collective God. That's for damn sure. People always think, they want to say the first part, treat others as you want them to treat you. But they forget about that second part. Because if you don't treat them the way they treat you, they can in turn treat you just like you treated them when you need them the most. Because they was there. But when they was there to help you, but when you need them the most, when you need it, they're going to be like, well, good luck. You said you in ICU? Let me know when things don't go too bad. I get too good. I guess I could, like, who the fuck does that shit? Somebody act like they couldn't even, this person act like they couldn't see that this shit was going to come in for them. They sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Or what's the words of that song? That sitting on the dock of the bay song. Something, I don't know. What's the message? Yep. See, somebody, they realize that, oh, I guess my shit does stink. I guess that my shit really fucking does stink. See, confirmation, you blew up their false perception of themselves when you said, you know what, motherfucker? Why don't you kiss my ass? Instead of you giving me your ass to kiss, why don't you kiss my ass as you watch me walk away? And they watched you walk away, and they watched you build your own fucking company, your own shit, your life up. They watched you. That's when they realized they shit surely does stink. And they still watching you. You investing in yourself. You speaking your truth. You ain't looking bothered. You ain't looking worried. And on top of that, they can't even come to you. They want to talk to you, but they cannot even approach you. Because they know the truth that, you know what? They know their help for them following the wrong thing all this fucking time. They got to work on them. They got to get rid of these demonic spirits within themselves. And they realize now that, yes, they have a demonic confirmation. They got a demonic spirit within them. Did something that they got to heal. And now they realize all that what you was telling them. They didn't want to believe it before, but now they believe it. They feeling it. They hear it. They know it. All of that shit. And they regret all of it. Because what they put out is come back on them. the rooster has come home to roost. Cock-a-doodle-doo. That motherfucker is roosting outside. What's the message, Spirit? Hey, the Divine Oracle. Yeah. And people is talking about them. Ooh, Bruce Lee. They're not just talking, they gossiping, they chit-chatting, they like, ooh, I got the tea today, baby. Let me tell you something. Oh, yes, honey, I got the tea. Sit down. Everybody's sitting down. They sitting around. They do, yeah, and blah, 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 blah. They are the topic of conversation today. Not you. That shit went right back around to them. We got 130 or 126 in the chat. Can I get some more? And 63 likes. Can I please get some more likes before the live ends? I'd appreciate it. Now that they listening and they hear the dude, the cock-a-doodle-doo of the rooster, they understand what that fucker mean. That rooster's like, I'm coming for you, cock-a-doodle-doo. See, you got a divine bodyguard around you. And now they want to worry about how they treated you. Now they want to worry about how they treated you. What's the message, Spirit? Hey, Queen Memoirs, how are you? Hi, Ness. How are you, sweetie? Yeah, it's a hard pass for us. Collective said now it's a hard pass. This motherfucker been cheating for years. Cheating on who? The chosen one. See, that's now they feel stupid. You've been doing all that slipping and sliding and everything else, only to find out you went down that slippery slope. That slippery slope. And you can't pull yourself up now. And see, they left you emotionally and mad that you let go. Now they're watching, whether it's an online community or whatever, they're looking at you online and they're wondering, wait, when did you actually leave? When did you actually pull your emotions back? When did you actually stop giving a shit about them? Trying to talk about who moved my toy. Like I said, now, you may be a business owner now, and they're sitting there watching you be great. You are a seer. You knew. You saw everything that they was doing. You wanted to not believe it, but whenever God said, okay, I'm going to take you down until you see it, and once you see it, and you got it through your head, then I'm going to go ahead and give you everything that you deserve. See, the person for you does not have bad karma. And whenever they decided that they was going to leave you stranded, it's fine. The trash took its own self out when they left. And see, this is a moment of truth. Now they're sitting there thinking about family. What truly is family? This person there, your third eye has been open, and I feel like their third eye is now opening. Yeah. Now they want your mercy after trying to do you wrong, do you in, do you the worst. But you had to let them know, baby, I am so drama free. And they are being haunted by their choices. They are being haunted. And yes, and they have a whole new understanding of the word friends. Look at your friends. Look what they did. And they're watching you with beauty and wealth because you chose you. Anything else? And then we get ready to swing the pendulum. Then I'm going to get on here and do my straight 8. Oh, my goodness. Today is Friday. Thank you, God. I know that's right, Maserati Aldo. But you know, it's a good thing that you did not. Now they're depressed. They was hoping it was going to be you when you walked away. No. You changed the whole game. You changed the whole motherfucking game. It's like you started making up your vision board, what you wanted for yourself, and your belief in God grew. If there's something that you believe in, if there's anything you believe in, it is the goodness of God. Let this be your angelic number today. 44, 44. Let's go ahead and swing this pendulum. Go ahead and get your question in order. Start concentrating on it. And let's see what the message, what the answer is. Hey, Crystal Healing, self-love. And the answer is yes. The answer is a resounding yes. All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. Let's have a wonderful Friday. And I will see y'all soon. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I love you more. All right, bye now.